Jennifer Willingham. I'm a current graduate student at Henderson State University. I'm currently working on my master's degree in sports administration, and this is my research proposal for the topic of the effects of organized play activities and the acquisition of life skills by minors in juvenile detention centers. The study is going to focus on the impact play activities have on juvenile delinquent behaviors and the opportunities that they present to acquire life skills. The study is important because it can be applied directly to any facility that lacks programming for their inmates, residents, or youth to participate in. Across the United States, there's approximately 71,000 juvenile detention centers, and 500,000 youth are placed in those detention centers. In Arkansas, there's about 14 juvenile detention centers, and 8,000 kids a year go through those facilities. Within my research, I found 3 different programs that offer the acquisition of life skills through organized activities. The first one is an occupational-based activity, and it's a 2-part activity. The first part of the activity is a group discussion and a group activity that's related to a specific topic, such as substance abuse. The second part of that program is individual arts and crafts. The second program I found is an art music-based program. It was a choir group ensemble that practiced and rehearsed for about 6 weeks every day. And at the end of the program, it resulted in a performance put on by the choir for the whole facility and some parents. The third is a sports-based program, and it was used to deter delinquent behaviors, and it essentially became a part of the adjudication process. Adjudication is when youth commit crimes and they're charged as adults, but they're essentially only sentenced if they were to be charged for a crime committed by a youth. The research design for my research is going to be a quasi experimental design. It's going to assess the effectiveness through activities to acquire and develop life skills for male and female youth ages 12 and 18 in a detention facility. The results will provide the facility with knowledge on how to change delinquent behavior and how to get the youth to fully engage in meaningful activities. Behavior cannot change until the youth is vested. The youth will not become invested until they feel safe in the environment. Organization and consistency bring safety. The programs and activities that are going to be offered through my research is going to be 2 different kinds, physical-based and sports-based. The sports will offer basketball, football, volleyball, softball, MPEs, which are major physical exercises, include a 3-mile run, a line workout, and an activity in the gym. The therapeutic-based will be a PRP, which is a problem resolution process. It's going to entail with problem solving and communication skills. And then we also encourage our kids to involve themselves in an art contest where they can enter a drawing, essay, short story, or a poem. The purpose of this study is going to be to measure the effectiveness of organized play has on developing and acquiring life skills. It'll also give our youth the tools for a successful transition back into their communities. And the goals of this study is going to be to deter delinquent behavior and to implement programs to fully engage youth and promote the culture within the facility to change. The location of the study is Bryant, Arkansas, here. It's going to be about 50 to 55 miles away from Arkadelphia. The reason I chose this facility is because I work here, or I work there, and I quickly noticed that there was an increase in criminal behavior in the facility, which included incident reports with aggressive nature to themselves, others, destruction of property, and sexual misconduct. My participants will be both male and female, ages between 12 and 18 that are adjudicated and have been sentenced to serve time at the detention center. Our facility max is 150. I chose for my participants number to equal 120, just in case we had students that were out that day for court dates, doctor's appointments, seclusion from general programming, things of that nature. And also, these participants are crucial because incarcerated youth often have limited opportunity to playful activities or engagement in personally chosen meaningful occupations. Our kids in other programs are just used to a uniform, systematic program, and here we feel that if they are able to choose something that means something to them, that they'll be a little more vested in that. My independent variables are, of course, gender, male and female, ages 12 to 18, the types of activities, and time spent at the facility. The dependent variable is going to be the responses provided by the youth based on the questionnaire. And the questionnaire is given to them after they complete 2 programs a week, 1 therapeutic and 1 sports-based. So they'll complete 2 questionnaires a week. It's going to be a 5-point Likert scale, 10 statements, and I added 1 open-ended statement, or 1 open-ended question, which was, what part of today's session is most meaningful to you and why? I chose it because it will further the perception on their experiences. It'll make them think about what meant the most to them that day. And the data analysis is a 4-way ANOVA. It's based on my independent variables, age, gender, type of activity, and time spent. I broke the ages up, 12 to 15 and 16 to 18. Our kids program with kids that are the same age, so I just felt it was easier and for them to just stay with the same kids that they're used to programming with. Gender is broken by male and female, types of activities, therapeutic and physical, and time spent. Students here typically receive a 3 to 5 month, or an 8 to 10 month, or a 12 to 36 month sentence, so I just broke it up on the average sentence that they receive. And my results will be presented through charts and tables. Thank you, and I will now open questions to my audience members, Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
I do have one question. What made you choose this topic?
I chose this topic for one of many reasons. I of course work here, and I've always had sports has always had a special place in my heart. So I feel like if we can offer that to these kids, then they can receive some of the same skills that sports provided for me. Ms. Davis, do you have a question?
Yeah, what program do you think will work best with our facility?
I think the sports probably will work best for our facility because we focus so much on sports here. It's part of our core program, and we refer to our students as student athletes, so I feel like it just fits in with our culture here. Thank you for attending, and this is my research proposal for the effects of organized play activities on the acquisition of life skills by minors in juvenile detention centers.